AP sports fans, entertainment fans, just dropping another edition of the Morning Wood. Man, I'm just ecstatic. I mean, I could just stay in football. Like I said, salute out to the my squad. We usually don't have much to cheer about. None of my squads really have anything in any of the sports. Typically, don't have anything to cheer about. But as I've made it clear on here, I'm a fan of the Redskins, the Washington Redskins. Um, and had a phenomenal night last night. You know, I've been calling for Bruce Allen. I think he's the team president. Obviously, we know there's a lot of hatred towards the owner Dan Snyder and his stewardship of the team since taking since buying it. But I think last night moved the team forward, and to draft Dwayne Haskins out of Ohio State at number 15 without going and mortgaging the future to move up to getting, just it couldn't have happened any better. And then I didn't even see it because I was so happy after Haskins that I missed the Montez Sweat pick. So the rest of the draft is we playing with house money in some regards. But hopefully everybody else's team is doing their thing, and their front offices are at their sharpest over the next 72 hours. Look, man, just a couple of quick announcements. Obviously, you've probably seen that rising prospect, I believe at lightweight, Devin Haney, 21-0, 20-0. They announced that he signed a co-promotional contract with Eddie Hearn and Matchroom Boxing USA. Obviously, he'll be moving over to the DAZN app. And then also locally, last week's guest on the podcast, Sonny Fredrickson out of Toledo, Ohio, sparring partner with he fights tomorrow night on the zone on the Regis Prograis and Kirill Relic fight undercard. And then also Nonito Donaire, who's now facing Stefan Young in place of Zolani Tete. So they announced that he's reached a deal to be promoted by Lou DiBella. So we kind of teased that last week on the podcast. I mean, I mentioned that it was I asked him, was all of this a dress rehearsal for more longer term agreements? So it looks like those things did come to fruition. He just has to get this W tomorrow night against a solid puncher in Bacteri Ayubov, which is doable. A lot of discrepancy, tripping. It's a big height differential between those two. So, but Sonny should be all right. Obviously, getting in tons of sparring with the guy like Robert Easter Jr., a former world champion, all of that. He should be prepared for anything that Ayubov brings to the ring Saturday night. Great action tonight. Please do run over to bitedownboxing.com and check out this week's Sound for Sound column. Usually I tie some hip hop together with some hip hop music, usually hip hop music, together with a particular fighter or to a particular fight. This week's song actually represents the choice that's now set before all of us boxing fans, and it's related to continuing to support pay-per-views, or if tonight is a watershed moment for streaming services, streaming subscriptions. This could be this. I doubt this weekend changes a whole lot of things, but maybe the quality of the fights over the next 10 days could go a long way in some ripple effects of where we go next. Obviously, some of the PBC big fights are being the final bits of details to be ironed out. Seems like that's happening with Thurman and Pacquiao, and then Spence and Porter. And it sounds like all of those could be headed to pay-per-view. And we'll see. We'll see where we are with that. What else? Oh, it looks like I predicted earlier that Michael Hunter, a new signee to DAZN and Matchroom Boxing USA. I thought that he might be the final, the Anthony Joshua sweepstakes winner. He was not. I believe AJ rejected him for for some personal reasons. But it looks like it could come down to Trevor Bryan, who's out of Buffalo, I believe, maybe Albany, but out of upstate New York, I believe. Him and Andy Ruiz, I believe, are still in the runnings for that. So I think I would, I don't have a horse in that race, but maybe Trevor Bryan, I believe, is 20-0 with about 14 KOs or something, somewhere around there. And I haven't seen the guy, to be honest. I know he got that a WBA regular title or something within the last 3 to 4 months, and I just heard about his name and he kind of came out of nowhere. So, but he is undefeated. From what I understand, he's ready to. He's no track record whatsoever, no concerns with substances or PEDs. So if he gets the word, it should be a go. Other than that, man, I guess the last thing, let me get on off of here, was just I might do a live stream tonight on about 4 or 5 topics from across everything, sports and entertainment, or I might do it tomorrow morning. Either or. Friday night is a good night for myself. I got about a 3.5 hour, 4 hour window where I got the house to myself and can really do my thing. And then Saturday morning, obviously, around 10:30 p.m. a.m. Eastern time is also another good window for me. But I really want to lock in and do me a weekly video live stream just to check in and do what I do. So I don't know. It depends on what time I get home tonight. There is some preparation that goes into that, researching some stuff, putting some little graphics together, and then trying to get a link together to promote for a little bit. So all of that's still coming together, but it is something that I really want to get going, is a weekly check-in and go from there. So again, draft action on DAZN tonight. I wanted to say there was some ESPN Plus, like international stuff, Saturday. DAZN tomorrow night, World Boxing Super Series semifinals, and the NBA playoffs are going on. Everything you want. So let me get on out of here, man. Have a great day. As usual, man, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.